Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zach, and I am the Development and Marketing Director here at Alzheimer's Arkansas, and we are so excited that you're joining us on this lovely Thursday afternoon. Today, we're going to be joined by our grants coordinator, Amanda, but before we get into that, just want to give a few updates about all of the really exciting things that we have going on here at Alzheimer's Arkansas. So coming up, in November, we have 2 drive-in movies. The first one's going to be in Jacksonville on November 14th. Tickets are pay what you can. The movie is going to be Free Birds. It's a cute little movie about a turkey who goes back in time to take turkey off the menu for Thanksgiving. So it's going to be a fun, family-friendly movie. So come out and join us for that. And then we also have our Malvern drive-in that was rescheduled. That's now going to be on November 21st at 6:30 p.m. Again, those tickets are also pay what you can. You can find more information about those movies at our website at alzark.org/movie. And then also November is National Caregivers Month. Caregivers are what we're here for. We exist to care for caregivers. And so all month, we're going to be honoring unpaid family caregivers by sharing their stories, celebrating with them. And Amanda's going to give us some more info in a second on some exciting things that we have planned for that. But if you want to make a donation in honor of a caregiver, you can do that by texting caregiver to 91999. Again, that is caregiver to 91999. And let's go ahead and bring Amanda in so we can get started.
Hello.
Hey. So Amanda's here today, and she's going to give us some more information about all the great grants that we have here, and a little surprise that we had planned for November with one of the grants. So take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda, and I'm the grants coordinator here at Alzheimer's Arkansas. And I'm going to be discussing a few things today. I'll be talking about our CareLink grant, and that's available right now for caregivers to apply for, and kind of some details around that. I'm also going to be talking about a bunch of the fun things that we have planned for November, which is National Caregiver Month, and that's going to include opening our FAP grant. We'll be highlighting some caregiver stories, and we will also be doing a drawing every Thursday during our lunch and learns for some really fun gift cards that we'll be giving out to our caregivers for around here in Arkansas. Now, the CareLink Caregiver Support Grant that we have available right now is open, and we are actively approving applications. This is a $500 grant that caregivers are eligible for up to twice a year. Now, this one, there is no specific this one is actually, age specific. The patient must be at least 60 years or older, and they have to reside in a specific place in Arkansas. So somewhere in central Arkansas, which includes Pulaski, Faulkner, Saline, Lonoke, and Prairie and Monroe counties. Now, this one does require a diagnosis of any chronic illness that requires a caregiver, and this particular grant, it can only be used towards respite care. So that is the caregiver hiring a care providing company, such as a short-term stay facility, an adult daycare, something like that, or even as simple as just hiring a family or friend to come in and give them that much needed break. As far as using this grant, with the approval letter, they will also get a respite log, and that respite log just needs to be filled out and sent into us, and then at that point it's processed and payment is made. So it's more on a reimbursement rather than a check at the beginning. The funds on this one can be used up to 3 months from the approval date, and there has to be 6 months in between applications. So this one opened in the 1st of July, so we have plenty of funds to give out, and we are approving applications every day. The next grant that we are going to have available is going to be our Family Assistance Program grant. Now, at the beginning of the year, this grant opened up and we used the funds that we had available very quickly. We do have a limited amount of funds that we've opened up for the month of November for National Caregiver Month, and we are happy to be able to give out a few more grants to the very in need caregivers in our area. So I'm gonna first just kind of go over just the key points of this grant, and then in a few minutes I'll kind of discuss what the differences are between what changes we've kind of made to eligibility requirements from earlier this year. But overall, this is going to be a $350 grant that would be awarded to the caregiver that applies. The patient can be of any age and they can live anywhere in the state of Arkansas. So it doesn't have to be someone that just lives here in Central Arkansas. The diagnosis must state a specific diagnosis of any dementia, so that includes Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, and the diagnosis must specifically state that the patient requires a daily caregiver. This grant is really great in that it can be used for a variety of different ways. So of course, Respite Care is always in there, but this one can also be used towards legal services, minor home modifications, utility bills, anything that helps relieve caregiver stress. If you do think of something that you would need to use it for and you're just not sure if it's something that's approved, give me a call, shoot me an email, and I'll be more than happy to let you know yay or nay. And we are more than happy to try to accommodate caregivers just in any way that we can. This grant is nice in that you receive the money up front. So once you apply and send in your application, I will send you your approval letter with all of the information that you need to know to use the grant, along with the check for $350, and I'll also include a respite log. That respite log just needs to be turned into me within 90 days of receiving the funds, and that is just to let me know how you used those funds. And we like to keep track and just kind of see how our caregivers are using the money here in Arkansas. Now, this grant is going to become available November 1st. The few things that are going to be a little bit different than it was at the beginning of the year is that the diagnosis has to state a specific dementia. And it has to state that the patient requires a caregiver. This is different in that we can no longer accept a diagnosis of just mild cognitive impairment. There has to be a specific dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's diagnosis stated. Also, because these funds are extremely limited, we are only approving grants to caregivers who have not already received this grant this year. We want to try to make this money available to just as many caregivers as possible here in Arkansas, and due to that limited availability, only caregivers who have not already received this grant this year would be eligible to receive this for National Caregiver Month. The good news to that, though, is that our FAP grant is opening up to everyone else the 1st of January. So we will have an updated application at that time. So all you would need to do is go to our website to download the updated application after January 1st, or just call or email our office and we'll be more than happy to get one in the mail to you that same day. So it's super easy to get that application, and we've only got a couple months before it's open to everyone. So we're excited to announce that. Now, as far as National Caregiver goes, National Caregiver Month goes, like I said, we are opening up our FAP grant availability. And in addition to that, we're highlighting caregiver stories. And what that is doing is really just letting us highlight and just kind of show everyone kind of how their donations and their volunteer time is really going into making an impact in the life of caregivers every single day. We've had several caregivers record their journey. They've sent in just kind of typed letters that we'll be reading regarding their journey, and they talk about the challenges, the rewards, how our organization has helped them, and it really just kind of shows all of the hard work that everyone puts into just helping caregivers every day. And we couldn't do it without everyone who donates and volunteers their time to make it possible for us to help others. And then we'll also be doing gift card drawings every Thursday, and we'll be doing them live during our lunch and learns. So what's really nice about this is that our caregivers don't have to do anything special to be put into the drawing. If you are a caregiver who has applied and received a grant from us at all this year, your name will be put into the drawing. You don't have to do anything. We will contact you if you are a winner, and we'll get that gift card to you the quickest way possible. That is all that we've got for, or that I've got for today. Do we have any questions, Zach?
It doesn't look like it. I do want to make sure that everyone knows. I know it says FAP grant on the drawings. It can be CareLink or FAP. So make sure that you know. Right. So no matter what grant you applied for, those gift card drawings are open. To all of our caregivers who have applied. But I'm really excited about National Caregiving. Again, caregivers are what we're here for, and that's what we do. You know, and none of these grants would be possible, you know, without the generosity of our donors. And so, like I said earlier, you know, if you are able to or feel inclined to, you can donate in honor of a caregiver to 91999, and that helps us fund these grants that we're able to give out to caregivers.
Absolutely.
I don't see any questions on here. Amanda, do you have anything else that you wanted to add?
No, that is it.
All right. Well, thank you, Amanda. And real quick before we leave, we just want to remind everyone about some of the great things that we do have coming up. So remember, in November, we do have 2 drive-in movies, one in Jacksonville and another one in Malvern. Those tickets are pay what you can. You can get those tickets by going to our website at aldark.org/movie. Again, November is National Caregiver Month. Be looking for all the fun things we have planned for that as well. And we thank you for joining us.
Bye.